Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to come share a little bit today about something that will help your sales. It'll help your marketing. It'll help you make more money. Because ultimately, that's why you listen to me. That's why you watch me. Is you want to know what are the strategies that are going to make me more money. This is counterintuitive, and a lot of the strategies that I teach that are counterintuitive, they go against what best practices and the way of thinking and the way that society tells us to be. And one of the biggest ones is that in the coaching, mentoring space, besides getting at least one professional photo shoot done, we have to stop this idea that the more professional I look or sound or everything's perfectly put together, that it'll make me more money. And we have done multiple tests on this in this industry, in this business, is that the more authentic and down to earth you feel and sound, the more people will buy from you. Here's the problem. Most beginning coaches have it in their mind that they want to look like their favorite mentor or coach. They want to project this energy, and what ends up happening is it comes across as inauthentic. They would make far more money by not trying to be somebody that they're not, and even being just a little bit awkward, maybe saying things that are out of turn, maybe doing things that they think would turn off clients, and it would actually make them more money. And this is a counterintuitive mindset shift about when you're connecting and when you're communicating in business. Here's the reason why in the coaching industry this matters, is because when you're in a coaching relationship, whether it be I'm mentoring somebody or coaching them, that person is going to look up to you as a guide, okay? And so you can't fake your way into appearing like you are worthy of following. Does that make sense? Let me explain this to you a little bit better. This is what a lot of people are trying to do. They're trying to look like somebody that's worth following. I get nasty comments all the time. You know, if you didn't wear your hat backwards, Jeremiah, if you didn't have your video game stuff, then you'd be somebody worth listening to. People are nasty. They say whatever. Here's the thing that I know. The people that actually do connect with me, they like that I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not, that I am out there and open with who I am. And every coach or mentor I've ever worked with, they made more money when they did that instead of tried to look or sound a certain way. Now, yes, will there be a segment of the market that is turned off by this with you? Absolutely. So be authentic to you. That's one of the biggest things. Where I see that this becomes a problem is when the coach ends up spending hours and hours and hours of their time and energy and mental focus trying to make people like them, trying to appear a certain way so that people will listen to them. And maybe you've been underheard, not seen. You've experienced this. This will convince you that the actual activities that are going to build a coaching business are the activities that get people to pay attention to you, that get people to listen, and that by doing so, you have to present yourself in a certain way in order to get people to take you seriously. Couldn't be further from the truth in the coaching, mentoring business, because that comes across as inauthentic. Now, if that is how you authentically are in all of the different interactions or scenarios that you actually have with people on a regular basis, and I want you to think about the area of your life where you feel the most confident. This will help you. This is actually a huge unlock for some of you. Is when do you just feel on top of your game? That energy of how you would communicate, and it could be like you might only have one person in your life. It could be your spouse. It could be a best friend. It could be somebody from church. It could be somebody from the grocery store. Randomly, that you feel very confident when you're talking to that person. And you just flow and you're having fun and you're joyful. But you're not worried about how they're judging you, what they're thinking about you. You're just yourself. I want you to think about that. That's the energy to bring to the table when you're doing your presentations, when you are doing content, is to just be that same version of you that you are when you're the happiest, the most joyful, and you're not trying too hard to be somebody that you're not. Does that make sense? We all have moments like that. We all have situations where we know what that feels like. And so that is actually the persona to bring forward when it comes to your business, is this more stripped down, raw, authentic, not caring what anybody thinks because you're safe. Now, this goes against what your brain's going to tell you, because there's a lot of mean people on the internet. There's a lot of rude people on the internet that they have a lot of rude opinions. And so what it is you're showing up into an atmosphere that really is very judgmental. It's part of the process. There's no way to avoid it. There's nothing that you can do better to avoid people being judgmental. And so you might as well just be yourself, because people are going to judge you no matter what you do. There's no way of being more skilled in this business to where people will stop mistreating or judging you. It's just part of the business. It just is. Okay? And so by you just being yourself, by being authentic, by showing up in the way that's most comfortable for you, that's going to allow you to make deeper connections with people. And why does this matter? Because the more connection you have with somebody, the more they resonate with your energy that you bring forward. When I talk about energy, I'm talking about how fast do you talk, your tone of voice, your smile, your body language, and all of that. It does project an image, an energy, but when it's authentic, when it's coming from like, this is just how I am. It's just how I am, take it or leave it. I don't worry. And this might be a hard practice to get to, but I want you to start to think about that. One of the best ways to get into it is do something before you go out there to create a piece of content. I want you to try an exercise. And I've told a lot of my coaching clients this. Go do something that's really fun for you. Go do something that's really exciting, that you enjoy doing, that lights you up. And then press record on camera and see the different energy that you bring forward. You'll be amazed. We have to lay down the facade, the mask of trying to appear like we're somebody that people should listen to. You'll make a heck of a lot more money in this space by doing that. Will you get judged by people? Of course you will. But I'd rather get rich than ever worry what anybody thinks about me. And I hope you do as well. All right? So listen, stay connected with us. We got videos on our podcast. We got videos on our YouTube. We do live events every single month to help you as a coach, mentor, speaker, scale your business, and make 6, 7, and 8 figures. I can't wait to help you get there.